What's going on, everybody? Let's play some Super Mario Brothers. My YouTube channel's in shambles. I really just want to play a game and have some fun. I think we can do this. Alright, so we'll click on this one. Now I do have this game legit, but I'm going to play an emulated version right here because I find it easier to capture the footage. I never actually beat the original Super Mario Brothers, and I don't think it was because it was super difficult. It's just something I never took the time to do. By the time when we had this in our house, I was very young, and I didn't beat video games just because I was a kid. And then once I got older and I had the skill to do something like that, I kind of moved on to other games. So this is whoops, it's just one of those things I just never really saw it to the end. Now I'm aware that there are people beating this in less than 4 minutes now, and I know the route they're taking as well. Again, just I was doing other things. I will say what I remember about the original Super Mario Brothers is this is the only one of all the Mario Brothers games where the coins, at least in my opinion, what I remember from being a kid, the coins were really valuable. Okay. There we go. We're doing good. Everything's fine. We're going down the flagpole. It's Saturday night. Look, we got the fireworks. I used to love that as a kid. I don't know why. We got our Nintendo Christmas 1988, so the Nintendo had already been around for a couple of years. I remember seeing those fireworks for the first time and just being like, because they didn't always show up. This is another thing I used to do when I was like 4. I don't know why. It just entertained me to no end. I remember saying something dumb, like, I'm making a snort. That's good times. When I was young and innocent. Here's another thing, is once I learned how to go over top of this world, I found it very difficult to go back and actually play through the stage. So I'm going to do that now. Actually try and play through it. Oh, that's gone. I don't need that. Hey, 1-up. Try and get some extra 1-ups for later on when things get really difficult. So here's an interesting tidbit of information. The what is it now? The -1 world or whatever, the famous glitch where you go through that wall in just the right way. Now I knew about that one prior to the internet days. We read about it in a book or a magazine or something somewhere, but I remember spending an afternoon with my brothers trying to get to world -1, and we concluded after an afternoon of failure that it didn't exist. Lo and behold, once the internet came around and we could actually see videos of it being done, it turned out to be real. I don't know what we were doing wrong, because it's so long ago I couldn't tell you. But we tried, man. Glitches are really fickle, though. You have to approach things pixel perfect, just right. Even these days, if you want to do a glitch, really the only solid way to do it is to... Oh my goodness. Well, there's my first death right there. The only solid way to do it is to look up footage of it being done, so you can see exactly what angle is being taken and whatnot. Something we didn't have access to back in those days. Jeez. I'm finding that, like, I'm trying to pull out of jumps, and of course it doesn't work that way. The jumping physics are a little bit less forgiving in this game than they are in the later Mario games. There we go. I didn't take no stinking warp zone. Why didn't I take the warp zone? That was dumb. Alright. I just left that there. I don't need that mushroom. What do I look like? Not that he needs a shout out from me, but shouts out to Kiev Gaming, who's been doing a lot of really great scientific Mario breakdown type videos over the years. He did a video where he was talking about, it's one of the newer games, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, playing it all the way through only while ducking, and then playing it all the way through only while pressing the left thing, and all the way through without getting coins, and just, what's the word he uses? Theory crafting? A route to be able to do something like that. I seem to remember there being something there, but interesting stuff. And one of the things that I got from watching those videos was an interest in playing through some of these old Mario games only small, without ever getting big. And that's when it occurred to me, I never actually did beat the first Mario game. Yeah, I knew there was something here. So here I am, trying to right an old wrong. When I was a kid, I just heard the princess is in another castle, and I was only able to stomach that like 2 or 3 times, and I was like, you know what? If that's the case, the princess can stay there. I also remember it being a thing, who could get the most coins. They had these 3 coins that were just off in the middle, and we would try and angle our jump so that you could get all 3. Something I found very difficult to do as a youngster. And in the later games, it just seems like the coins did not have the value that they had in this game. This game with no continues, so every life really counts. And that's where the coins find their value. The later games where you can just continue, it's like, okay, great, I got 100 coins. That gave me an extra life. What good does that do me? I used to love the swimming. So much fun. Except when I was a kid, for whatever reason, I found it easier to just walk across the bottom wherever possible. Like, I liked this stage, but I weirdly avoided engaging in any of the fun. Children, right? What are you gonna do? I still like the whirlpool effect. How this like pulls you in. Woo! I think that's really neat. That little optional challenge of going in there and fighting the current to try and get some extra coins. A very well put together stage in my opinion. Good times. And that's 2-2. And then after this we move on to, I think, the cheap stage where they jump out of the, you're going across the big bridge and they're jumping out of the bottom. Yeah. I should have stopped at that and gotten whatever the goodies were inside. So I think the only one of these old games that I've beaten is Super Mario Bros. 3, which I've beaten many times. Super Mario Bros. 2, I distinctly remember, this is on the actual hardware, not on an emulator. One day, just playing it for fun and making it to Wart, you know, the boss, and then my brothers showed up, and we just decided to do something different, and that was the end of it. Like, I didn't even fight Wart and lose. It's just that in that moment, ooh, there's death number 2. In that moment, the opportunity to hang out with my brothers arose, and it was like, yeah, that's what I want to do. All right, let's try and get this out. Didn't work. little bit better that time. There's Bowser. Little warnings, little warning flames. And we did it. That's Castle 2 in the bag. And there's Toad giving us double middle fingers. Princess is in another castle, sucker. Super cool. Another super cool thing that I thought when I was a kid was the fact that this game had nighttime in it. That also captured my imagination. Come on. Oh, Hammer Brothers. Oh, jeez. What an awful part of the game. Well, that sucked. Hopefully we'll have a mushroom in here, maybe. Oh, it's gonna be tight. No! What are you gonna do? I gave it the old college try. At least we made it through without losing another life. 3-1 in the bag. All right. Oh, I messed up. You're supposed to hit it this way. Oh my gosh, that's a bummer. 3 guys left. That didn't work out. Yay, coins. Not super concerned with the idea of skipping the challenges. I just want to get all the goodies. Well, that sucked. Alright. And that's the end. See, it's not so bad. If I can make it a 4-2, I know there's a warp zone there that will take me to the 8th world. I'm definitely taking that. Definitely. Which puts me like 3 stages out. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, we're bugging out pretty hard now. Come on. Nope, nope, nope. That was boo-boo. Totally my fault. I humbly ask for forgiveness. Well, that sucks. Look at that. You only get those coins the first time. Alright, here we go. Oh, and when it comes to the flag. Whatever. I'm not in a high score battle, and I know there's no 1-up at the top in this game. But I do like the fireworks. Yes! Oh. I also distinctly remember getting a Game Genie at some point back in the day, and there was a moon jump code, which I'm sure that the video game channels on YouTube have gone over all this in the past, but there was a Game Genie code where you could jump. Ooh, that was so close. Oh my gosh. You could jump very high. like very, very high. You could actually clear the entire, you could clear the entire flagpole. And if you did that, then you got to the other side, it would just continue on and never stop. Which I thought was interesting because that means that the background that you see, since the background would continue to show up, that means that the background is not coded to show up in specific places. That means the background is coded to cycle. Almost like a... I feel like that wasn't fair, but that's just me. Coded to cycle, almost like a scroll piece of paper. Just turning around and around and around. Because that's what's waiting for you on the other side of the flagpole. Moving ever onward towards death. We did it with one life to spare. Now, I'm told there is actually continuing in this game. I don't remember how it's done, but it's something that's hidden. Like you have to press the right button at the right time, and then you get the option or something like that. So now we show up at the spiny stage, which typically, when I would normally... Son of a poop. Normally I skip to this. Logically, I would think if you played the long way, you'd have time to amass more goodies. Only at least, it seems for me, that's not the case. Because here I am, one life left. And if I remember how this game calculates its lives, you don't get a life on 0, so it's just this. If I die again, unless I manage to get a 1-up somehow, or hit 100 coins, next death is game over. We are also pushing 18 minutes in. It's like 17 minutes and 22 seconds at this point, according to the counter that I have running right now. People are beating this game in under 4 minutes. Sub 4-minute runs. That's okay. This is not a speed run. This is just chilling out, playing some Nintendo. Trying to have a good time. That's all it is. And it ain't nothing else. Alright, now this I remember. This is where the warp zone is, and you have to be really careful about how you do it. Yeah, there we go. We did it. I don't know how I'm gonna beat the boss. I remember the castle there, like the 8th castle, there was a thing where you have to go the right way or something like that. And if you don't know the right way, you're stuck. I'm definitely gonna pause and look up what the right way. I deserve to have this one in my list of defeated games at this point. Good times. Hey, I found one. Look at that. Should be enough to get me another life. Is it right before? It's like the last one. Yeah, there's a 1-up right there. Badly needed. I know there's some sort of secret in there, but I'm not risking it. I think we did it. I think we lived. Oh, that is mutton chops. Nope. Okay, one try left. I know, there's no way. There's no way. This is 8-1. I've got 3 more stages after this. One of them is a puzzle castle. Yeah, there's no way. If I knew what the old continue trick was, then conceivably I could just take a dive right now and then approach it again with an extra set of 4 lives, fresh set of lives. In any of the other games, I wouldn't worry about continuing. Like, if I'm just casually trying to beat the game for the first time, there's nothing wrong with using a continue. But I feel like this game is different in that they hit it. So using a continue here, it's more like using a cheat code than it is in the other ones. And that's it. That is the end of my run. I gave it my best shot. We'll try it again a little bit later on down the line. I have to have some practice to come at it. This is me playing it fresh after not touching this game for quite a while. So hopefully we can do a little better next time. To be perfectly honest, I just enjoyed hanging out and playing and talking about some games. Thanks for staying subscribed after all this time. Hope you had a good one. See you next time.